At Confident, we empower organizations to navigate and manage business-driven digital transformations. Our technology commitment is the transformation toolkit of SAP. More specifically, LeanIX and Signavio. In the Know are short blog posts and videos where we share insights and ideas for getting real business benefits with these tools. In many organizations, holistic business continuity management is challenged as a result of the pace and scale of change. Planning and implementing the required change in a controlled manner will, as a minimum, require structured information which is easily accessible and understandable across relevant domains. Before diving into the synergies of the two tools, LeanIX and SAP Signavio, and how they support us in tackling this challenge, let's first make a short high-level introduction to each of them and their characteristics. Enterprise Architecture Management with LeanIX. At its core, enterprise architecture management serves as the blueprint for an organization's structure, processes, systems, and technology. It provides a holistic view, aligning business goals with IT infrastructure. LeanIX, a powerful EAM tool, enables organizations to visualize their architecture, understand dependencies, and make informed decisions. Some example benefits of LeanIX. Strategic alignment. LeanIX facilitates the alignment of IT initiatives with business objectives, ensuring that technology investments support organizational goals. Change management. It aids in managing change by providing a clear understanding of current and target architectures, helping organizations assess the impact of proposed changes. Risk mitigation. By identifying redundancies, gaps, and risks in the architecture, LeanIX enables proactive risk management, enhancing organizational resilience. Process mining and modeling, as offered by SAP Signavio, provide insights into how business processes are executed, monitored, and optimized. SAP Signavio allows organizations to map out processes, analyze their performance, and identify opportunities for improvement. Some example benefits of SAP Signavio. Efficiency. Streamline operations by visualizing, analyzing, and optimizing processes to eliminate inefficiencies and improve productivity. Compliance. Ensure adherence to regulatory requirements and industry standards through comprehensive process documentation and analysis. Continuous improvement. Foster a culture of ongoing enhancement by identifying bottlenecks and opportunities for improvement, driving continuous optimization and innovation. Both tools foster cross-organizational collaboration within their respective domains, both in regards to providing transparency as well as a shared and structured language. For a deeper and more comprehensive introduction to each tool, please visit the respective product web pages, as our focus here is on introducing the relevance and mindset of seeing the two work in orchestration. The concrete examples we will be presenting shortly deliberately reflect simple scenarios with a narrow scope. However, the value proposition extends seamlessly to complex transformation initiatives. Effective management of change hinges on seamless communication and information sharing. Yet, achieving this can prove challenging, particularly when navigating diverse domains where context can be very topic-specific. Let's consider two scenarios. First, an incremental change process. Every day, both the business and technology departments experience and instigate change. But how should we effectively communicate this? For example, when the IT department stops endorsing certain technologies, it's crucial to understand and address how change affects existing business operations. At the same time, we need to ensure that new processes aren't built on outdated technologies. Simply announcing these changes from the IT department won't cut it. We need to reach the right stakeholders at the right time, using formats that they can easily understand, regardless if changes originates from business or technology domains. Now let us have a look at a more coordinated change scenario. This type of change is propelled by deliberately conceived initiatives, armed with a clear plan, purpose, and resource allocation spanning departments as necessary. Communication across domains remains a critical consideration, as a shared language and frame of reference may not always be established. Furthermore, information exchange often occurs in a relatively static manner, primarily during scheduled meetings and workshops. Within this structure, there's a risk of misalignment between the output from each domain and the outcome expectations of the initiative owner. Introducing these challenges sets the stage for examining how the integration of LeanIX and SAP Signavio can significantly improve the situation. Now let's delve into a practical illustration of what this collaboration might entail, based on the first scenario. The application portfolio is managed in LeanIX, allowing us to report on the portfolio by slicing and dicing to different perspectives. This is where we maintain key information about each application on dedicated fact sheets, including how the application fits into a bigger context. Applications exist to support processes, and therefore are relevant to be synced from LeanIX to SAP Signavio. As an example, we see the HR Admin application showing up on the list of applications in Signavio. Making the applications available to process designers. Process designers can now pick from the official list of applications and map them to process steps, where the applications are being used. This mapping then flows back into LeanIX as dependencies. This gives a unique possibility to understand architecture implications in a broader sense, by further tracing the dependencies, when looking to change, for example, processes. On the Process Fact Sheet in LeanIX, we can go to the Resources tab and find a direct link to the detailed process diagram in SAP Signavio. This way, we have closed the information loop, and now it's only a matter of what additional attributes and logic to apply to the exchange, in order to raise relevant flags and spark the right conversations. In our simple technology-driven change example from earlier, where an application needs to be phased out of our portfolio for whatever reason, be it risks posed by underlying technologies, or a strategic decision on our end, the end result is the same. We need to plan a phase out of the application in question from our portfolio. For the sake of the example, we want to phase out the HR Admin application. We indicate this in LeanIX by updating the lifecycle of the application, stating that we now enter phase out and give ourselves 6 months to do so. As discussed earlier, we may have a challenge in how and when to communicate this. Sharing this information from LeanIX to SAP Signavio can help us. The dictionary of applications received on the Signavio side can take in various attributes from LeanIX. One such attribute could be current application lifecycle phase, which in this case is updated from active to phase out. This makes the information directly available in SAP Signavio, but we can do even more to highlight it and to tap into the design process. In SAP Signavio, we operate with different types of risk, for example, one for outdated software. By building more advanced automation into our integration, we can associate this particular risk type with any process steps, which depends on our application under phase out. This means that at process design time, we get very visible indicators of the associated risks, derived from the technology dependency. And this is just one visualization option. Also, we can set up publishing rules so that you get a clear warning if you are trying to publish a new version of the process in SAP Signavio, and one or more process steps have this kind of risk attached. This should help us prevent building this obsolete technology into new processes. This leaves us with potential legacy processes, where the technology is already built in. If we start on the SAP Signavio side of the table, we can search all processes where one or more steps are associated with this particular risk type, or any risk type for that matter. In LeanIX, this is already evident, thanks to what we have already shown. Furthermore, on the Process Fact Sheet in LeanIX, we can go to the Subscriptions tab to verify who is responsible, as LeanIX will help us capture responsibilities across any component in our enterprise architecture, including processes, thereby making it very easy to reach out in person or otherwise to the relevant process owner. Or we can reach out to several by means of surveys as an example. We can also report on this in various ways, as an example by clustering processes by applications, and then zoom in on the particular application in question. When the technology deadline approaches, the technology team may want to follow the high-level progress of process redesign from within LeanIX. If we transfer knowledge from SAP Signavio to LeanIX, which indicates whether a process is under revision or not, we can choose this as a view in LeanIX to see if process redesign is taking place as a result of the technology warning given earlier. In our case, we see that for 2 out of 4 processes, redesign has been initiated. The remaining 2 are unchanged from when they were last published, and still has dependencies to the application we are phasing out. At a later stage, we are happy to realize that only 2 out of the original 4 processes still have dependencies on our application. However, 1 process is under redesign, but the last one is still not being attended to. This allows us to start a focused dialogue, since the deadline is now rapidly approaching. This revision state is a good example of information which is relevant to exchange from SAP Signavio to LeanIX. In this way, we can easily see which processes are using the obsolete technology, in combination with knowledge about which of these processes are currently being redesigned. These are somewhat trivial examples, and just a few out of many possibilities, of information flows, which make a huge impact on communication and collaboration. The fact that relevant information automatically shows up for various roles, secures the required awareness, and enables them to take action. In large-scale transformation programs, LeanIX and SAP Signavio are pivotal in orchestrating comprehensive change across strategic, tactical, and operational initiatives. While our example scenario had a narrow scope, the value proposition extends seamlessly to complex initiatives. In essence, this means that we break down data and knowledge silos, thereby improving transparency and traceability, allowing everyone to easily surface additional dependencies or deeper levels of detail for optimal and holistic business continuity management. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you want to hear more about the utilization of LeanIX and SAP Signavio. Thanks for watching this video on SAP Signavio and LeanIX.